This is the OM3 from OM System. It's a 20.4 megapixel camera, and I'm really enjoying it. Very light, very capable. Only has one SD card, but it is a V90. It's a UHS-2. Got a good card in it. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to go over here. I was watching a video with Peter Gregg, and he was talking about the Panasonic GH5 with the firmware 2 update before and after. He had a episode 1 and then an episode 2, which using his cell phone, he was having some better focusing fixes with this firmware update. But something caught my attention. He was talking about a speed booster with a Canon EF lens. I think it was the 50 millimeter f1.2 or something. He has a beautiful lens. But anyway, long story short, light bulb came up on my head, or in here, all right? And I looked on the website of my candy store, the Camera Exchange Incorporated, and they had a Metabones adapter, a 1.7, and they had one of my favorite EF lenses, which was the Pancake 40 millimeter EF, and it's an f2.8. Well, this adapter will work on a micro four thirds system, camera with a full frame Canon lens, an EF only, not RF, but EF, to work on the camera. Let me try it. I'm going to show you a picture slideshow, and you tell me how the picture quality is, okay? If I go into the share, you can see this, right? The first 2 videos I did, all right, or I should say 2 pictures, was with the 20 millimeter, and it's a Panasonic lens, which I like. It's a Pancake also, but this is at 20 millimeters, which is a 40 millimeter equivalent to full frame. And then this is cropped. So they do have a digital teleconverter built into the camera, plus ND filters, which I like. But anyway, you can see how sharp that 20 millimeter is. Well, I went to the store trying out this lens with this adapter. So this is the EF 40 millimeter lens, Pancake lens, for 110 bucks about. So I brought it home after taking a few pictures, and that's at the 40 millimeter. This is cropped, okay? So with the adapter, 1.7, it gives you a focal range of a 58 millimeter, equivalent to full frame. And this is when it's cropped. Look how sharp and clear that is. And then just going back and forth with it on and off, you can see how sharp this lens is on this micro four thirds camera. And it's only a 20.4 megapixel camera, okay? But you can see 40 millimeters, now it's cropped. And actually that's 58 millimeters, all right, with the adapter, and then that's cropped. For my swing set, got a neighbor, so this is cropped, and then at this standard. And as you can see, if I'm just scrolling down the pictures, look how sharp everything is. So you see, not cropped, or it's the teleconverter on. So I kind of call it like uncropped and cropped. And I'm finally finished with the outside part of the fence. Right here, I just had to do a little cleanup, fix the bottom part a little bit. But look at these pictures. Look how sharp and clear they are. I have not edited them. It's as it came out of the camera. I think I have the natural profile on. And anyway, look at this. Just one gorgeous picture after another. Now, this lens does have the accessibility of getting close to your subject. So you can see a little bokeh in the background, but I love this lens. It's small, tiny. So cropped, uncropped. The wind was blowing, but you can see where it's sharp here and then the bokeh in the background. Okay. Look at even the cloud is blurry. Same thing here. Got close. That's with the cropped in. And I'll be finishing this tomorrow. I'm testing out if there's any barrel distortion. And it looks like a little bit as you go toward the top, where it kind of bends toward the top, but it may be the way I was holding the camera too. But as I went around uncropped and cropping, same distance, but look at that. And if I bring it in closer, look how sharp it is, even with the Micro Four Thirds camera, with the Canon EF lens. Isn't that something? And let me do this. That way you get the whole picture. And I think that was the last one. So my favorite, I think, would be that one. And I'll make it full screen. That's pretty good. And then I can also do this. There you go. You try things that have been pretty regular in the past, okay? I have never used a speed booster. I've used adapters of different lenses on different camera systems, but I never had a speed booster. I've never seen it at the candy store. On 3, 20.4 megapixel camera. I'll get more into the details later. Metabones speed booster, 1.7, Canon EF, and it's a macro lens, okay? So it's a 0.3 millimeters or 0.98 feet, about what, 11 inches, a little bit more than 11 inches. It's an f2.8, 52 millimeter filter size, STM motor, silent torque motor. So let's put this thing on. You open up the box. This was 250 bucks about. This was 110. Okay. Great deals to buy old lenses. Just get some adapters and make it work. So here's the Metabones. There's a glass in here, okay? But it has contacts for autofocusing. The flange distance for an EF, okay? You can update the firmware with USB micro. I don't know what that switch is. I'm going to have to look it up. That this is about putting it on and off. There's a white dot. Just like that. And you see the lens is protecting the sensor. Now, red dot to red dot. See how easy that was? Pancake lens. Okay, if we take off the this right here. Maybe the size of my thumb. Okay, but it's still not too bad. All right. And you've seen the pictures, but there you have it. Put it like that so I can read it. But you see how easy that was? And then you just put the stuff back here. So you put the lint or the Metabones open in here. There's a felt under here. And then, of course, the top part with the cap. This goes on the bottom of the EF lens. So I just put it in there. It has two type of Allen wrenches, okay, to fine tune the speed booster. It looks good. I'm not even going to mess with it, okay? And the other thing, of course, is the camera cap, and then, of course, the lens cap up front. Rear lens cap and the Metabones front cap are in here. That's it. It's easy it is. It's autofocus, manual focus. It is a macro. I think I showed you some things here. I don't know what this switch is. I have to look at it. It's a Ultra 0.71x. EF to micro four thirds. And this is the T-mount speed booster. They do have, the nice thing about this is a 2.8 lens. With the speed booster, with that lens on the inside, it brings in more light. So this is a full frame lens, believe it or not, going into a micro four thirds. And it kind of, I think, prisms or kind of bends the light in. So instead of a 2.8, it becomes an f2. If I get the 0.64x on here, it could be kind of like a 50 millimeter at a f1.4. So I'll be looking for a Metabones adapter there. But this is the common one. And I just wanted to show you with the pictures and stuff how this is put together. Excellent find. You can do macro on a micro four thirds. I do have a 45 millimeter f2.8 Panasonic for macro, but I think this is going to work out a lot better. It's it's close to a 16 millimeter equivalent. And then, of course, you can crop it in, that digital teleconverter built into the camera. Plus, it has filters inside the camera. So it's an all-in-one product. It has everything here. You don't have to buy extra stuff. So the next video I'm going to do is about, and I think I'm going to go to the botanical gardens with just this lens. And I might take the Panasonic Lumix G 45mm f2.8 just to compare. But anyway, that's the end of that video. I am going to show you one more thing off the internet. Okay. I asked the question, can an EF 40mm f2.8 on a speed booster adapter for Micro Four Thirds would give, so they're telling me that the 2.8 lens, standard 0.71 focal speed booster, results in a 28.4 millimeter focal length. I thought it would be like a 58, but let's read this. But it gave me an f2, all right, with the inherent 2x crop. It's 56 millimeters. Okay, it's instead of 58, it's 56 millimeters. All right, so it was correct on that. It's designed for a full frame sensor. The focal reducer uses the X-ray image circle to give you a wider, brighter image on a smaller sensor. This makes it an excellent lightweight standard focal length, nearly a nifty 50 for shooting portraits and street photography. Well, you saw the pictures. It's excellent. And it's a macro. You can get that much closer. Yeah, you can, they have other stuff too, but I just wanted to show you that. Great deal. I spent about, what, 360 bucks for an adapter and one of my favorite lenses of all time. I love the RF 16mm and I love the EF 40mm. Okay. So, winner chicken dinner. Hope this was helpful. I always like experimenting with new things. And since I'm on the Micro Four Third kick right now, I'm seeing a lot of possibilities with these cameras and gear. The weight is unbelievable. My bag with all this new gear is about 8 or 9 pounds. Nice thing about same diameter of lenses for Micro Four Thirds. All you need is one lens cap. I can take it off of this one and put it on this lens, vice versa. Many advantages besides the smaller weight. The camera is like a full-size camera, but if you take in the size of the lenses, it's like a quarter or a third of the size of a full frame lens. And picture quality is good. The aperture looks great. I don't see any noise when I take pictures, at nighttime and stuff. I got a great gear right here, and now, and you just got to experiment, see what works for you, and then have fun. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.